Hello everybody, welcome to First Look. First Look is our fabulous show where we give you a sneaky peek about what's launching next week. Well, it's not really next week. It is next week for what we've got on this show today. It's your opportunity. You can't buy them yet, but it's your opportunity to see what there is, and remember to set your alarm so you're able to purchase the items when they are released. We've got quite a few things on First Look today. Often it's just one thing, but we've got loads of different things on here. Of course, it's not just me here, because it would be very sad if it was just me. I do have the lovely Michelle with me. Hello, Michelle. Our last show of the day, our last show of the week.
I know. It's sad.
It's sad.
I know.
Yeah, never mind. I know. We can gossip on the train.
Yes.
We're in totally different directions, but we can gossip on our phones, can't we?
Yes, absolutely.
It's been a good week. You've enjoyed this week with me?
I have.
That's this week. It's only been 2 days. Feels like a week.
Yes, I've enjoyed my day and a half. Absolutely. I haven't had chance to comment, but I've seen lots of those fabulous trains you've been making on the I'm a craft. I always want to say I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here page. Nearly the same thing. So I'm going to be on my train. I'm going to be replying to everyone. And yeah, so it's very exciting. So I've had a lovely week.
Good, good. And I think everyone has been really inspired by the train that you made. I think everyone has. The amount of people I've seen saying, I'm starting it, I'm going to do it later on, here it is partially done, really has inspired everybody. And hopefully we will continue to inspire you today. We've only got 1 hour for this first look. So if you do have any questions, please send them in as soon as you can, so Michelle is able to answer them. I'll try and answer them, but they'll be wrong. I have to pass them over to Michelle. We should get started, really. We've got a couple of people messaging in to say hello, so we'll do a few hellos in a minute, but we want to make sure we've got the opportunity to show you exactly what we've got in First Look. The first thing I'm going to show you are the confetti border dies. So we had some of these, we said a year ago. These are a relaunch of these, or a reorder of these. Lots and lots of different designs that we've got in here. They're absolutely beautiful. I managed to get hold of these when they first launched. This first one is your laurel leaf, and you can see that little die there. This next one that I've got is your party time with those little balloons. We then have a scattered flowers. This next one is your in flight. We then have confetti sprinkles, dancing butterflies, happy hearts, spots and dots.
I like that one.
Me too. That's my favourite, I have to say. Twinkle, twinkle. This next one is, we've got 12 here altogether, pretty petals. We have autumn leaves, and then finally we have soaring dragonflies, something that Michelle would not want to see. And I'm going to quickly show you on the board so you can see what they look like. You can see the full effect of these. That's what the die would look like. This is what it looks like when it's cut out with some black paper behind. But the great thing about these is they're very, very usable. I'll flick through a few of these, but I know Michelle has got some samples over there for you to see them in real life, as it were, as to how you would use these, because they're a lovely set of dies. As I say, you get 12 in here, basically images, die cuts for all occasions in here. You've got flowers, you've got leaves, you've got butterflies, dragonflies, balloons, spots, basically anything that you could possibly be looking for. You've got that opportunity to use these with these confetti dies. They are absolutely beautiful and really make a very simple to use, but can make a really fabulous card. And you've got some samples over there to show us, haven't you?
I've got lots of samples with these.
Good.
These are simple and beautiful, so if you're into your clean and simple, so your cascades, these are going to work beautiful. You're going to add a little bit of ink, so you can see this is backed onto white with an ink on the top, and then those balloons that obviously get die cut out, you're going to decorate the rest of your card with those. So this is that birds in flight, just a single strip of a little, so that's some inking done down the middle. And again, those elements that die cut out, you are going to decorate the rest of your card with. I love this one. I just think it's so simple and elegant. I think it's so, so pretty. So that's obviously your butterfly one.
Nice.
Using any of your patterned papers or any of your inks, any of your colouring mediums are going to work well. But look at that one. Just that golden cream for a wedding anniversary with those die cut elements showing that gold mirror card coming through from behind. Again, bringing in your inks, but then, you know, just on that half of a card, it's going to be so useful on every single card. Now, obviously, we're making a real focal point of these dies on here, but you can be using these just as that little decorative element on any of your cards, or really going full force with these. I've got so many samples here, and each one is so different to the next. I mean, that's a lovely gatefold card that you can be using this on. Just down one panel on your card, on the whole of the front of your card. You can really, you're going to pop that on a card, you're going to pop your sentiment on, and you're going to put absolutely nothing else on there. This is my favourite look, that dots and spots.
I like that dots and spots.
Popping nothing else on there, a bit of ink behind or a bit of ink in front. Rainbow colours, just single colours, inking on the top or ink, I never get that right, inking behind. I'm just trying to, I want to show you them all and I know I can't. Look at that, so onto your bags of course as well, and then definitely onto your boxes, but not just the top. It's going to go all the way round the sides of your box. How gorgeous is that box? So yeah, I love these. These are, I got some of those, was it earlier this year or did we say last year?
I think we said it was last year, yeah.
I got some of these last year. I've definitely got the rest this year because, you know, why wouldn't you? They're so gorgeous.
Yeah. And I think, like you say, they're really good for a quick card because they're so simple, but they're so effective. They don't need a great deal of work on them. I'm going to say a few hellos before we get going with a demo. Wanda says, good morning from Texas. Your Ben's here saying good afternoon, everybody. Hello. Lois says, good morning, everyone from Ohio. Zoe Carver says, afternoon all from a wet and grey West Sussex. Laura says, good morning from Arkansas. Carolyn says, good morning from Florida. Love your dresses. Thank you.
Thank you.
We were very complimentary about each other when we saw each other this morning in the kitchen. We're like, oh, I like your dress on.
Pockets.
Your pockets, yeah. She had to show me her pockets. But it's actually got very nice, it's got very nice pleating around the outside, around the side, around the neck waist there. It's very nice. Winnabeth says, I've made a stencil with this heart die to use with glitter paste for Valentine's Day. That's a great idea. I like that idea. And Wanda says, I got these on HSN on auto ship, and I think the last two arrived yesterday. Carol Ann says, good morning, oh, hello from the Isle of Wight. Deborah says, good afternoon from a cold and damp Glasgow. And Anne says, these are pretty. I only managed to get one when they first came out. Well, these actually come out next Friday. So set your timer to make sure that you don't miss out on those. I have to say my favourite happens to be the spots and the dots like Michelle's is, but they are all equally beautiful. So I'm not surprised if everyone wants to get the whole set. Are you able to give us a little bit of a demonstration with these, please?
I will.
Fab.
Absolutely.
It's like we planned that, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's like we planned that.
I know, it's almost like we do this for a living. Yeah, I've picked up a couple of mine because don't forget, you're going to be able to mix and match these. So these two are going to work perfectly together. If you're going to die cut that one out and use sort of the main piece, then definitely die cut this one out as well. And use those, what is supposedly the waste of those sprinkles along with your balloons. So, you know, they're going to work beautifully together. But I thought what we'd do first is we'll create a lovely little gift box. So I've got a piece of card and it's 11 by 12 inches. Now I've already got it scored, but I'll sort of rescore and go over the sizings for you. So on the 12-inch side, we're going to score it all the way down at 1/2 inch and then 2.5. We've got 4.5 and then 6.5. And then we're going to turn it round. And at that 2.5-inch mark, we're going to score all the way down. At the 9.5-inch mark, we're going to, 8.5, sorry, we're going to score all the way down. But then we're going to flip it 180 And just up to here, just up to this last scar line, we're going to scar at 1/2 inch there and that 1/2 inch tab there. So if I pop this down, so where we've scarred up to is just here. So this top half, you're just going to have a scar line down there and a scar line down there. So we're just going to fold and burnish all of these. So let me bring in my bone folder. So we're going to scar that, and we're going to create sort of a lovely little gift box. And all these sides here are 2 inches, so you've got that 2 inch scarred on those 3 sides, and then this is my 1/2 inch tab. So let's give that a good burnish as well. Okay. And then what's going to happen is it's going to fold up and create that box at the bottom.
Okay.
We're going to trim this up a little bit because obviously it needs trimming up to allow it to fold, but it's a nice little gift box. Well, obviously for chocolate. You know, because why wouldn't you?
I think that's why we get on so well, Michelle.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so,
Great
definitely.
minds think alike.
Yeah. So I'm going to scar these 2 sides in for now. Let me trim that one here as well. So let's fold that one over. Because what you need to decide on when you have folded it over is which is going to be your tab. Because we're going to have tabs like we did on that train yesterday that are going to fold over and in. So I want these to be my tabs. So I'm going to pop, so I don't forget and accidentally cut those off. Just a little pencil mark there and there. So that's just a visual reminder for me to not trim that piece away. So then what that means is I can just get rid of the rest now. So let me just... Funny how we turn something round 3 times before we commit to cutting.
Yeah. Well, you've got to make it comfortable to cut, don't you?
You do. It's funny, but yeah, you hold it a particular way, and sometimes you just need to turn it round a few times to go back to exactly where you started to be comfortable enough to cut. So we're going to trim that. So again, if I lift that up and show you, I've got my my little tab. It's going to fold in, okay. And then it's going to pop out, and then whatever we pop it in there is just a nice usable gift box. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to trim that top piece away.
I do have to apologise to Carol Ann because I said Isle of Wight, not Isle of Man. I am so
did you?
sorry. How rude. She's going to let me
rude.
off because it's a Sunday. So that's lucky. Do apologise. I've not been to the Isle of Man. I remember reading a really good book about it was about a murder that happened when they were having the TT, the race on the Isle of Man.
Ah.
It's quite good. I can't remember what it's called now. It was a good book.
Right, so what we've got now, I'm going to fold those 2 pieces back for now. We've got a lovely usable gift box. Fold and burnish that. So we've got a lovely usable gift box, and you've got that whole area at the top that you're going to be able to put your sentiment on. We're going to use these lovely dies at that top bit. But I folded those 2 pieces round. So what you can do is you can either just cut those off, so cut those flaps straight off, or what you can do is pop a little bit of glue down each side of those, and then what you've got the ability to do is pop a little card in there, or you can pop a gift card in there, absolutely anything. It's up to you if you want to leave those on or take it off. Before we pop it all together though, on here, what I want to do is I want to create a window. So remembering it's this one, you're going to bring in any of your nesting dies. Again, apologies, this is one of our old ones, but this one works absolutely perfect. We're going to die cut that out, and then again with a larger piece, so I'll bring this one in that I've already done. You can see that I've die cut that element out. So you've got
yeah.
a lovely window there. You can pop some acetate over that if you want, or leave it as it is. That's entirely up to you.
If you were going to use acetate there, would you score the acetate so it lines up with that
Yes,
score
yeah.
line?
I did have a piece of acetate.
Oh, you can never find that on
No,
this desk.
I think it's gone. It's absolutely gone. We do normally have some spare bits, but I can't see one. But it really doesn't matter. It's of no detriment to my box at the minute. So then what I've done, of course, there's no way that we've got this in stock and I'm not going to use it. So I've just die cut those, and again with that same die, so whatever die you're going to use to create your aperture, we're just going to go in with that as well. So we're going to pop this down with some glue. All my mats and layers I'm going to put on before I glue my box together. So let's tack it up, multi-purpose on all purpose. One of these days I'll get that right first time and shock myself.
We all know what you mean. So whilst that's coated cardstock, you can happily use the all-purpose on the rear of it?
On the rear, yeah, absolutely, because there's no coating on the rear, so it's absolutely fine to use on the back. So holding that down, and then this is where we're going to bring this in, and it's just going to finish that window off absolutely lovely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give that a fold there and there, right on those points, right on that halfway, and then open it back up, and I'm going to use my tape pen. So just going to tape all the way around this. You could use your tacky. If you're going to pop this on with your wet glue, you need to use your tacky because you're going onto that glitter cardstock. So either your tacky or a nice coating of tape pen. There we go. So if I turn that round now, it's just a lovely
nice.
Gift box.
Yeah.
So then I want to be popping this on here as well to tie it all in. But before I do, this is when we're going to bring in that, or one of these, either party time or the confetti sprinkles. I think I'm going to cut it out with the confetti sprinkles. I might cut a few of those out so I can use the balloons. Now, this is a little bit longer, but it absolutely doesn't matter because it's not going to cut my piece of card in half. It's just all this element is going to cut into it. So even though these two ends are going to go over, it doesn't matter. There's not an outside cutting blade all the way round to cut it all off completely. So let's pop that. So I'm going to pop it towards the top because if I bring in my box and fold it round, I don't want to pop it too far to the bottom because you're not going to see it's going to be inside the box. So pop in that. And again, because of the way it's designed, you don't have to put it on straight. You can have it on a lovely jaunty angle. You can put this on there absolutely however you want. So I think I'm going to go like that. And because I'm sticking to glitter card and I know my tape's not going to stick to it, I'm going to stick to the plate instead. So that means it's still going to stay exactly where I want it to go. Oh, let me just move my... you can see it, look at that. You can see it. I thought I'd hid it really well until I was going to show you it later, but...
What's that you've got over there? Is that a secret?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
Right, so let's just pop this off. And it just cuts through. So you can see it's cut through my glitter card absolutely beautifully. Even though there's lots of little elements on there, it's still cut through wonderful. So I haven't needed to use my metal shim for this at all. So that's just the last few. So do you see what I mean? It hasn't cut my card in half because there's no outside cutting element, so I know it's just going to cut in, and then I'm going to pop it on there. Now, if I'm happy with that. I love to see the white coming through on these confetti ones. I just think the white looks absolutely lovely. So I'm going to pop that down. I'm just going to glue it straight down. Doesn't it look lovely?
It is really nice. That ombre glitter paper is lovely too.
It's so
really lends itself to
beautiful.
that, doesn't it?
So I'm going to go round, because again, this is the back of the glitter card. So we're going to go on the back with all purpose, and then over those confetti bits, I'm going to come in with my dotty, just to make sure all those little elements are nice and stuck down as well. And then we'll pop that on. So just lining it up. There we go.
Beautiful.
And then we can, so all we need to do is we need to glue this tab. So I'm gonna go in with my tape pen. So I'm going to go across it a couple of times because I'm sticking it to that glitter. So I folded that in half, as you can see. You're going to bring the whole thing up and you're going to stick it down. And then it's going to be right where you need it to be. And the good thing about this is you can create these. You've made this whole thing up and then you can fold them flat. If you do craft fairs or if you want to store them until you're ready for them, you're going to be able to store them flat. My sides are just going to pop it in. You can see they've tucked it in. And then so onto the back. So again, let me open those and I can flatten it back down. And now I can decide if I want to use those to add a card into there or not. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape on that inside and there as well. Probably across the bottom as well, which doesn't really matter for the moment, because then what you've got is you've got that ability, let me find a piece of card, to have a gift card in there, and you're still going to be able to see sort of a little bit in the middle, clever. So you could trim these even more if you wanted, so you've got more of it on show. But all I've got here now is, if I can pick that up, there we go, I've just got that birthday wishes from, again, those swash dies. So I'm going to pop that on. Let's pop those back in. I'm going to go with the tacky because I'm going onto that glitter. And I think if you remember me saying yesterday, because that is so delicate, this is the easiest way I've found to do it. I don't go over it with my dotty because I can be a little bit heavy-handed.
And then you have the benefit of being able to peel the glue off afterwards.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely.
Win-win.
Absolutely. I'm not complaining at that. There we go. So let's pop that just across the top.
It's great because the effect of that ombre makes the inside of the box look is a totally different colour, isn't it? Because of the way the ombre card works.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do have a ribbon. I've just got a white ribbon that I'm going to pop either there or on top or to the side. So tape pen again. I'll just do it this way. Pop that on there. And then if I just move my mess and turn that round, it's just a nice quick box to put together with that confetti border in the back. I'm just conscious of time. If I would have had more time, I would have die cut that out in maybe some blacks or a glitter and popped those over. So you can use all those waste bits as your decoration as well.
That's beautiful. Oh, I really like that. We do need to vote for demo of the day. So we're going to get started with that. So can I come over and grab yours?
Yes, absolutely.
Shall we meet halfway? Okay. I'll wait till Michelle comes over here. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Lovely. So we're going to get started with a vote. So number 1 is this one here. And then this is number 2. Okay, if you can get your votes in, that would be great, because we've only got an hour for this show. We've got other things to show you. Right, next thing we're going to have a look at is a little desk vacuum. Now, when we launched the new Gemini, we had those 3 USBs at the back of them. And I thought, we don't need 3, we only need 1. But of course, I didn't think about other things. I just thought about my phone. So you can charge my phone, I could charge my light, and you could charge your little desk vacuum. We had quite a lot of time playing with this. As Michelle says, it does not hoover up polar mints, and it won't pick up Skittles, because I've tried those. And I obviously had to buy a packet of Skittles. But it will hoover up all the little bits and pieces from your crafty table. And things like your glitter, the little tiny pieces from your dies as well. Ideal for that die and the confetti dies that you've just had over there. But Michelle's got one over there that's charging to show you exactly what you can do with it, haven't you, Michelle?
I have. So let me just move my plates. Let me just close this up. And we're just going to turn it round. And you can see mine is charging in obviously one of those USB ports on the back of here. Hopefully this is the first of many wonderful gadgets that we're going to be able to plug in here, have it charging up. The bonus of it being able to plug in here is it's right at your hand anytime you need it. So we're just going to unplug it. We're going to turn that back round, and then I've got the cutest little hoover all ready to go. So you can see that that's where my USB port is on the top just there. If I turn it upside down, it's like a real hoover. You've got those bristles on there, which I love. It does, so it turns one way to open. So obviously it opens for you to empty it all out. And then, there we go, goes back on lovely. What you're also getting with this is you're even getting a little attachment. It's like the cutest little noo-noo that I've ever seen. You've also get a little brush, and you also get some little, it's even little on there as well, some little instructions for you to use. Just all those necessary boring bits that none of us ever really read, if we're honest. I mean, we say to the men in our life, did you read the instructions? And they're like, no, as the table's collapsing. But I think we do the same. We know what we're doing, you see, don't we? So let's spill some stuff. Let's spill some stuff.
We were so excited to be able to do this, weren't we?
We really were.
Let's make a mess and see what we can hoover up.
Let's make a mess. So, glitter, obviously. So you've got glitter everywhere. And you've got the power button. You can press it once or twice. Can we hear that?
Yeah.
So if you press it again, it goes even stronger. So, I mean, it's a hoover. I know I'm sort of stating the obvious, but it has got a real good suction on it. So you can see that it has sucked all that glitter up. We're going to sprinkle some sequins, so just some of our sequins. We're going to sprinkle a few of those.
And crisp crumbs, it does crisp crumbs?
Crisp crumbs, I tried it at home on some quavers. My daughter is obsessed with quavers. So when I'd got this at home, I just took one of them and I sprinkled it. Because we all drop a few biscuit crumbs and
that's
stuff,
very
don't
true.
we? And it picks those up as well. Those will obviously go into the bin, but you pick your sprinkles or your sequins up and you're going to...
Oh, it's really satisfying, that noise.
How satisfying is that? There we go. And then obviously it's sucked them all up. They're all in there. You can be then popping them back in the pot. The same with your glitter. You can be popping that into the pot where it belongs. But honest, what you're going to do actually is you're going to get this home. You're going to just pour loads of stuff on your desk and you're going to see what it picks up and what it doesn't. But you could hear the suction. But let me just show you. So you've got this little gadget that just pops into the bottom. So let me just pop those back on there. So just to show you that if you've got that little... so it even sucks them up as well. And obviously you've got your little brush. It was vibrating on that was vibrating right up my arm. But your little brush, clean it out. It's a Hoover, it's fabulous. Just what it says on the tin, but it's a proper funky little Hoover. Looks like it's got a little nose, doesn't it? Little nose.
Yep. And
does just pop out.
Whilst you might use your own Hoover for hoovering up the floor, great for just clearing up that mess that you've got on your desk initially. It's
little and handy. It plugs into this, so you're always going to have it at hand. And we're always, as crafters, spilling just little bits. It's so quick and easy, rather than when you've finished at the end of the day, going and getting the Hoover out and having to use that. Why wouldn't you just use this? It's
absolutely
so cute as well. So it's
very cute, very cute. Carol Ann says someone was joking. It's good for picking up biscuit and chocolate crumbs too. Yeah, as Michelle can ascertain, it definitely is. Emma Bailey is here saying hello, Becky and Michelle. Watching with Abby from a cold Morden. Looking forward to the newness. Yeah, well, it was called a new, wasn't it?
Yes.
Newness. Rebecca said. Can't wait to get my hands on this Hoover. Lynn Blackledge says, if all else fails, read the instructions. And Crafty Angie says, Michelle needed this yesterday when the glitter was on the counter. The glitter is everywhere. Just going to say it's all over the floor everywhere. Betsy says, I love my little vacuum. I got it on the HSN launch. It's fun making a mess just to clean it up. Absolutely, I completely understand with you on that. We're going to go for a quick break, but before we do, I will let you know which was the winner from Demo of the Day. And it was this one.
Oh,
well done,
like
well done. Although I think this is really good as well. I might take that one home.
Nice simple box, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really clever idea. I like that idea. And we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with more newness for you to see.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
Five on a roll, five on a roll, five on a roll, five on a roll, five on a roll. Hey!
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
There once was a man who was very crafty. His name was Craig from Carnoustie. He joined the team on Crafters TV. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He wanted to prove he was the man, but he lost at craft was to Leanne. But 2 weeks later he beat Jan. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the the crafty men come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He did so well on Crafters TV, Sarah sent him off to Germany, where he did some work for QVC. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty men come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. His crafting skills, they aren't half bad. In fact, I'd say they're totally rad. That's mainly down to his favourite foam pads. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty men come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. The crafters, they loved him a lottie for his charm and skill. They went quite potty, they nicknamed him the Hardy Scotty. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty men come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. In the crafting world, he's standing tall. He's the best Scottish crafter of them all. Catch him Monday to Friday on his wake-up call. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty men come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live.
Love that song. And I noticed that Brenda was in that video, but Brenda's a little bit not under the weather, isn't Brenda?
Brenda, I think Brenda has passed on
Oh. No, I have seen the comments say, Brenda, I nearly tripped over Brenda because she's underneath the desk. That's very, very sad. Never mind. On to funnier things. We are going to do vote for demo of the week, and it has been a stonker because there are so many amazing makes in here, incredible makes here. I'm going to start with number 1. This was Debbie's from Monday. Then we've got number 2, which was Sarah's from Tuesday. Number 3 is Sheena's from Wednesday. Number 4 was Corin's from Thursday. Number 5 was Sarah's from Friday. Number 6 was Michelle's from Saturday. Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-choo. And number 7 was Michelle's from today. Get your votes in. They're all amazing, but let's be honest. That one's got to win, surely. I don't want to influence you in any way, shape or form, but they're all great. That's the best. Anyway, there is only one train, yeah. Get on the groovy train, is what I say. Please get your votes in so we can vote and put Michelle's star up on the wall. I didn't say that. All right, on with the newness. So I'm just going to make a little bit of a space so I can show you the newness that I have in my hands over here. Because you asked for them, we listened to you. Because we thought, well, you know, all of you crafters that are watching, you know what you want. You want refillable tape pens. Yes, we've done it. Not just ordinary refillable tape pens, we've got dotty ones as well. So the way they work, we've got them all in the box here. So you've actually got 12 altogether, 6 of each. If I show you what the refillable part looks like, it looks like this. So you've got this half here with the glue and all of the wheels. But each one, for the dotty and for the solid tape pen, looks like normal tape pen, just being a little bit more elevated. So you have this clear piece over the top. You need to remove this first of all before you take apart the main body of the tape pen and then replace it with the new one. So you're happily crafting along and then your tape pen runs out and you think, oh, it doesn't matter, I don't need to throw this whole one away. I could just use my refillable tape pen. So you just press down here and that piece will come off. And then you hold it like this and you just give it a little bit of a wiggle just to pull it apart like this. And I would suggest that when you do this, you do not do it live on TV. And then you'll see it will come apart like that. And then that's the bit that you're going to throw away because that's the bit that you've used up, and you'll replace it with the other one. And again, you just get the new, pretend this is a new one, you just place it together, just line up all those little bits there, like that. and they have an additional 8 metres per tape pen than the other ones, and then that just goes on the top to hold it all together. So really, really great items. So this is the main, the solid one. Sorry, that's the dotty one, and then this is a solid one. So in different colours, so you're not going to get confused. You asked for this. This is what we have produced for you because we know that that's what you wanted. You'll get, you know, they're all in this nice little presentation box. They are, you're going to be getting 6 of the dotty and 6 of the solid, and you can see they're quite easy to take apart. Just don't force them. Just give them a little bit of a wiggle, and they will come apart. These are the same sort of grade of glue that we've always used for our tape pens. They're going to perform in exactly the same way. It just means you don't have to keep throwing away the whole tape pen. And when you've used it up, you're able to refill them. Michelle, these are a great addition to your craft box or your craft room, aren't they?
They definitely are. So many things that make them a bonus. Lots of it is disposable or recyclable, so you can throw that away. So obviously we're wasting less, we're using less. The fact that there's an extra 8 metres on each tape pen is brilliant. And the fact that you've got, I mean, that really snazzy little gift box, and you're getting 6 of each. So it's going to last you a week, maybe. 3 or 4 days if you're me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a brilliant one. That I love the fact that we've done that, definitely.
It does make a big difference, doesn't it, being
It
able
does.
to use these tape pens. And I think we all want to minimise the amount of things that you're throwing away. And for me, I really like the fact that you've got different colours because I'm always picking up the wrong tape pen. It makes it a lot easier having them in 2 different colours. Do you want to know who Demo of the Week is?
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. You're going to keep you in suspenders. You've got something over there. I'm really not going to tell you yet. I'm going to wait.
I've got 2 things over here. Which are we going to?
Oh.
I have.
Can I choose?
Yes.
That big thing of pens that you've got over there. Which, when I saw them, I went, ooh, like the look of those.
I love these. So these are our Violet Studios. They're our dual-tipped or dual-ended markers. You are getting 100 in here. And you can, oh, I got it right. Look, I got it right. You can see here, you've got those 2 different nibs. So let's pop these out. This is, do you know what? This is a perfect Christmas gift for someone, look, because each one comes out in all those separate
every colour.
Trays. Look at all these colours. We need to get them all out. Just look at this. So you've got all those pinks, you've got all those blues, you've got all those yellows. Pop that there. You've got your black on the end of that one as well. I've got 2 more trays to go yet.
Gosh, there's loads.
There's lots. So there's 100 in here. You've got all those sort of purples and greys, and then you've also got all of those. You've got the blues, the oranges, and then some sort of natural neutral colours in it. So obviously you've got 5 trays of 20. Look, how pretty does that look all around me?
Yeah.
You've got 5 trays of 20 pens on each. Now what I love about these is they're a water-based pen. So you've seen me do my watercolouring. So I just pop those here and I'll bring in just a little bit of watercolour card. I have a brush, but don't worry, we'll be fine. Let me just need to take that lid off. Let's just pick one of the colours just nearest to me. So you can see, let's show you the nibs. You've got that fine nib there. And then on the other side, you've got the brush nib as well. So it also means that you can be doing that brush lettering as well with these. Because they're watercolour, you can see that you can paint with those. You can pick them up off your mat as well if you want to. But one of my favourite things with these is the lettering. Now, I am by no means the best at doing any kind of lettering, but even if you're a beginner, they just draw beautifully. So let's do Becky's name.
Aww.
So you can just see, even though I can't do the brush lettering at all, it's from a lighter touch to a harder or firmer touch. It means it gives you those different strokes that you're able to do. You can colour in with them, they lay down beautifully, and then you're going to go back round to the other side, and with that sort of finer nib, you can really go on with your colouring. This is something I do. If I'm on the phone, you know when you've rung like the gas company, and you're on the phone for like 3 hours.
You do a bit of
just do a little bit of doodling. I need to finish it now, is that okay?
You spelled my name wrong.
I know. Have I?
No.
Every time. Every time.
I like to make you wonder. I do. What did I catch you out with yesterday?
Christmas present, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens when you're left-handed.
Yeah.
Look at my... No, we shouldn't. We should never be allowed near pens.
Well,
really.
or actually, if you're left-handed, you should have learnt how to write backwards.
I should have done... Well, what I normally do is if I'm doing something like this, I do it upside down. So I will do the main bit, and if I'm colouring in, I turn it upside down.
Okay.
But they are beautiful brush pens, and the fact that you can watercolour with them as well and do a little bit of doodling. Your doodling will look a little bit better than mine. It won't have palm prints on it, but they're just a beautiful, beautiful pen.
It's a huge array of pens. If you're looking for a gift for somebody who, you know, don't want to spend a huge amount of money on like buying sort of professional grade. I mean, they're excellent grade anyway, but perhaps you want more of a huge range of colours, and obviously then that becomes a bit prohibitive expense-wise. And that is a brilliant item to have. So that is launching on Monday, I understand.
I do have some samples.
Oh, yeah, let us see
that
those.
I forgot that I had. Let me pop these to the side. And show you some samples that people have done. So the design team have obviously done with these. Because they do colour beautifully and everything like that. So, oh, just bear with me. I'm just... Right. Just get rid of that. So they absolutely do colour beautifully, and these samples are showing you that you can watercolour with them. So you've got that beautiful watercolour background, but then the owl has been coloured in, again, with those pens, just as a normal colouring pen. So you've got the benefit of being able to do 2 different techniques with these. You've got that watercolouring effect, and you've also got just the colouring in effect. So I think bringing most of our... Well, you're going to look at that. So that's one of our new ones. That's our new collage one.
Masked one.
Yes,
The
the new collage with the mask. So you're going to be able to do all of the techniques that you need on this with those pens. You're going to do those watercolour background techniques. And then you're also going to just, as if it's your colouring pens, colour in the stamps. So you're going to be popping your pens down on your glass mat. You're going to spritz with some water, and we're going to pick it up to create that background, like we do with all of our other watercolour base or water-based products. But then look how beautifully and intricately they do colour in. Got to show you this one, look.
Oh, love those little penguins.
So I've got lots. And every time I think I don't want to show you another one, I do, because I just want to show you. Look, see, there's the brush lettering. No palm prints on there, nothing. Just a beautiful name setting, isn't it? Look, there's a few of them in here.
Am I right in saying that the ink would dry quicker on craft card? Anyway?
It will.
Yeah.
It's more fibrous, so what it does is it sucks your ink in a lot quicker. So on craft card, look at all those. You're definitely going to, it's definitely going to dry quicker. And, you know, it's going to dry a lot better as well if you don't stick your hand in it. It's not something that I advise you to do.
You get a lot of vibrancy with these pens.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Look at that one.
You treat them the same way as you would our aqua markers. So if you're buying those and you wanted some kind of idea about how to use them, because you just watch back one of our other shows where we've been using the aqua pens?
Yes, absolutely. Because they're a water base. So yeah, if you watch any of our shows that show you how to do all those water-based techniques, You can be doing that with those, absolutely. You can be doing, so again, bringing this one in, complete backgrounds. That's only soaked up so much, but you know, you add more ink, so you're just drawing your ink down, you're adding a bit more water, and you're just going to pick it up. You can fill your background, just have it sort of sparse with white showing through like this one. You can go in then and do your faux bleaching effect because it's water-based, so you put your water back on, it's going to soak it back up. So any of our water-based techniques that you've seen us do, you can absolutely do with these. You can stamp with these. So you're going to take your water-based pen, you're going to colour your stamp in, spritz it with a little bit of water, or do the as the effect.
What's the effect?
So when you've coloured your your stamping, to add just a little bit of moisture rather than a lot of water, if you go sort of reactivates it enough for you to be able to stamp
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Is that called the huff effect?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's called the effect. But everyone at home knew exactly what I meant and exactly what I was saying. So again, I've just got a few more, but let me show you this one because I love the fact that you can create your own packaging with these. So it's just a wonderful pen that you're going to be able to do so much with, and the fact that it's water-based means you can do so much more with them as well.
Yeah, brilliant. I really like those. Lots of people are messaging in about the tape pens. Expressions by Candy says, oh my, refillable tape pens. Rhonda says, now that's what I'm talking about, refillable tape pens. Rosalind says, no one else's tape pens come close to Crafters Companions. And Sarah says, these are perfect and more eco-friendly. Yeah, absolutely. You know, we do listen to what you want and what you would like. Definitely an ideal thing to have rather than throwing all that excess packaging away. We always like that sort of thing. Right, I'm going to let you know who the winner is. Well, sort of. It's between those three. I'm going to tell you now, Michelle, you won, but I'm not going to tell you which one won. Can you guess which one it is?
The train.
Oh, you got it. You got it right. Of course you got it right. I mean, unsurprising, because if you didn't catch the craft along that we had yesterday, where we saw Michelle make this amazing train, which was basically a vehicle for chocolate, is what I would call it, because this is just big enough here in this box here to pop a Terry's chocolate orange, and just big enough down here to put a bar of chocolate. But it is absolutely beautiful. If you didn't manage to look at that live, please do have a look online. I love this. I wish I could take it home. My suitcase is not big enough, and Michelle's not going to give it to me anyway, because I know it's going to go up on the shelf because it'll be going in for demo of the month, and I suspect demo of the year as well. I'm just calling it now, but do have a look at that if you get the chance. I know lots of people wanted to have a look at the confetti dies, so I'm going to go and grab those again, because these are a sort of a newish, well, not a launch, a relaunch, because gone. Back again, as if by magic. Lots of people, I only managed to get a couple of these when they first came out.
I can put a star up, can't I?
You can put a star up, and you can colour it in with one of those pens.
I could.
Could you do that? You don't know. And we can see how bright and shiny that pen is out of that new collection of pens.
They're already coloured.
How many stars have you got already?
One.
One.
But Jan's got one, and Debbie's got one, and Leanne's got a demo of the month up there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
well,
for that mermaid.
Yes. Yeah, unsurprising. Guess how many stars I've got?
Oh, yeah, it has only just started though.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, well, I want to show you again these confetti dies. So these launch on Friday, in case you missed them. So these are ones that some of them you may have seen before, other ones were part of the auto ship thing, but we've got them all together here. This first one here is your spots and dots. We've then got your laurel leaves. This is a twinkle twinkle. We then have pretty petals. And there's something about these, being able to use all the little bits that have been cut out and pop in, like Michelle said, pop them in a little box that you use for all your shaker elements. I think that's a really good idea. Obviously hoovering them up with your little hoover. This is your soaring dragonflies. This is your autumnal leaves, but again, very, very pretty. Whilst we say autumnal, why not use them for spring as well? This one's lovely. This one is your in flight with all those beautiful birds. I think they're just so pretty. Very, very delicate selection of dyes that we've got here. And this next one is your confetti sprinkles. We then have your dancing butterflies. This next one here is your happy hearts. Great for Valentine's Day or weddings. This next one, definitely about a party. Great for New Year's Eve. Perhaps you're going to a New Year's Eve party. This is your party time with those balloons and the stars. And then finally this one, which is your scattered flowers. You've got little flowers and little leaves in there. Beautiful set of dies, and they are going to launch on Friday. As we said, we've had a fantastic demo with using these, but also a little demo using the little new hoover. So the new hoover launches on Monday together with the refillable tape pens, and that little hoover plugs into the back of your, or into a USB. So if you've got your Gemini 2, you're able to plug it into the back. When they were designing it, they were thinking about having the, like I said, 3 USBs I thought were pointless. I'm eating my words now, because obviously you need one for your phone or your tablet, and perhaps your light, or perhaps your ring light, maybe you are recording yourself, but being able to plug in that little tiny hoover, making sure it's fully charged just to clear up your craft table, it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
It does, and don't forget you've got your light box as well. So
Oh
if
yes,
you've got
didn't think about that,
you've got the USB, so definitely having lots of those, so that's either your phone or your tablet, your little hoover and your light box, definitely. Just
Really useful. And like I say, it doesn't hoover up sweets.
No.
You will have to pick those up with your hands, unfortunately. And to show you again the refillable tape pens, we've got them in a box. You've got 12 in the box. You have 6 that are dotty tape pens and 6 that are your usual tape pen. The idea of them, you can see at the back, you basically have half a tape pen. That is where your refillable element is. If I take them out and show you what they look like, they look similar to our existing tape pens. They're a slight modification. There is a plastic clear plastic piece at the top, and there's a couple of little grooves just down here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to press my thumb onto that little groove, and that will release that top part here. And then hold it this way, and then you just very gently just want to separate these 2 pieces. Don't be heavy-handed with it. And like I said before, don't do it live on TV. You will see it will come apart like that. You'll have those 2 halves. This is the one which has all of your tape on it, and this obviously when you want to replace it would be empty, or be just not have the glue on it. And then you would just take the other half with a brand new sort of tape pen inside, and this is the piece that you keep hold of. You just clip it back together, and then you have your tape pen ready for you to start working with, and they work in exactly the same way. And these are going to be launching on Monday with Sarah. That's about it from us today. Michelle, it's been wonderful with you again.
Yes.
Looking forward to working with you very soon.
I know, can't wait.
Not going to take too long, is it, before we see you here today? Now, we finished here a little bit early because Sarah and Ben are going to be here later on for the US warehouse. Thanks very much for joining us. See you later. Bye-bye.